Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Fata Morgana. So yeah, we're going to see white-haired girl being imprisoned by her husband. So yeah, not the best husband out there. I wonder how she will manage to escape from this prison, basically, because I assume she will have to escape at some point, right? I mean, probably her personality will not make her escape, but I would imagine that Maria, for example, would bust her out, basically, try to help her or something, because I simply just want her to run away. I don't want her to, like, stay with Jacopo or anything, so yeah. Let's just go, let's continue and let's see how the story will go, because Jacopo being Jacopo. There she is. How did things end up this way? Why? All I wanted was to go back to the way things used to be. For us to be able to smile around each other. Yeah, you don't see this, but this guy is like lost. I don't know, like, I cannot justify him. I just cannot. I don't know his circumstances, but I just cannot. I'm unable to justify him. I literally am unable to. Sure, a lot of like things around the head, trying to make an good appearance, like in business world and everything, but it's not justify the thing that he's doing to her. And also he threatens her. It had been several days since Jacopo had locked her in the shed, and her day-to-day life was only growing more arduous. Oh, it's already been several days. She was under constant surveillance. The door was only unlocked to deliver her meals 3 times a day. And despite what an unfortunate situation her employer's wife found herself in, the maids chattered and gossiped and giggled freely. Yeah, like... we hate these maids as well. Not even in the shadows, out of her presence. The tactless young mind servants whispered directly to the white-haired girl when they brought her meals. "Look at you, madame, caged away like cattle." I could almost hear the sound of cracks forming in her heart. I imagine she had gotten to the point where she was having difficulty merely holding herself together. She had done nothing wrong, and yet she was forced to live this life of insult and mockery. Also, by the way, if we are going to have like some break like in episodes, like uploads, then that means that I just got worse, because I feel ill and I'm feeling like tomorrow I won't be able to speak. So I'm taking my chances and trying to record something now when I still can. Of ridicule. The only reason her tenuously held together spirit did not completely shatter was because she still had her one and only ally. The maid Maria volunteered to attend the white-haired girl. Maria took over the duty of delivering her free meals, meaning the other maids stopped coming by. And that relieved the white-haired girl mental and emotional stress considerably. Maria became her sole conversation partner, her sole companion. She did not leave as soon as meals were finished, instead remaining in the shed with the white-haired girl for some time. Yeah, this is fucked up. So, madam, how's about a funny story? I fumbled up pretty hard the other day. You wanna hear about that? So a couple of days back, I didn't get enough sleep the previous night, right? I'm helping out in the kitchen, half awake, planning up some food, and when I got to bring it out to the guest, my heart about leaps out of my mouth. Guess why? What I thought was a plate was actually an ashtray. Oof! Well, that is that is a fuck up, yeah. Man, I sweating like a pig. The guests didn't seem to notice, but the others mates were pale as ghosts the entire time. Just about everyone had themselves a case of the vapors. I got quite the tongue lashing at cleanup. Pretty funny, huh? Oh, did you? Sound like you had what? Like it was a pretty bad day. Yeah, she's like, come on, let's run, let's escape. Like just leave, Jacopo. Just go away. I had enough, Jacopo. Hey, madam. No, there's no much point in telling you to cheer you up right now. But I'm sure he won't keep you locked up forever. You wanna bet? He's just a bit crabby for now, sure. It'll be alright. Although I guess this is a bit drastic for a temper tantrum. A bit? You think? I'm sorry, madam. If only I had pushed him a bit harder. If only I had a little more influence. It might not be in this situation. I thought I could be of some help, but I guess I'm not doing a great job of that. Of course not, Maria, you absolutely are. Just being here takes a great weight off my shoulders. Still though, I feel so worthless. Because I'm just maid, I can set you free. I mean, you can stop being a maid and just like escape here, like just make a prison break basically, right? Like you can be a maid, then you help her escape, and then you stop being the maid because they will fire you. All you would just like tell them then, yeah, fuck you, I'm not being your maid anymore, I'm going with her. I'm going to be her maid. It's only okay, it's okay. I'm used to being imprisoned. What? 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 Yeah, I'm the same. What do you mean used to it? You never locked your door before? Ah, you're right. I'm not sure why, but I feel as though I have been in a similar predicament before. Lacking freedom and contact with others for the long stretch of time. Ooh, the backstory was actually real? From the Rhodes family, when we had the backstory of the princess being, or the girl being held in the room, basically with one window, and she was like throwing letters. Is that actually the case? So my theory is that the first door that we had is not like the first appearance of the white-haired girl. Like her story is going way before, and the backstory that we had is like one of her other selves, basically. Like we see now third version of white-haired girl. So before the Rhodes family, there was another version that was like locked up in this like place, and she was like throwing letters and stuff. Huh. Who is she? What's your name? Why the name matters, by the way, here. Because they keep her name very secret, and I don't know why. Like, hearing her name literally would tell me nothing. Why would you hide the name? This is why I'm curious. What I'm curious about. Why hide the name when this is like literally giving nothing? Huh. Of course, don't tell me in the comments what's her name. Just in case. I'm just curious why the game makes that. Huh. Anyway. I'm sure it's simply the exhaustion getting to you, madam. No one should ever be used to living like this. Yes, I agree. And I pray things go back to the ways they were soon. Yep, that's not going to happen. Maria knows that. Has getting mad at him never crossed your mind? Getting mad? Yeah, you know, when he yells, you yell back. Let him know that he's in the wrong. Never considered doing that? I guess you are not one to get angry, madame. Which would mean you're a better fit for the Holy Mother than me. Oh no. I do sometimes want to get angry, but you never truly does, eh? To tell you the truth, it's almost always going through my mind how, if I did raise my voice, perhaps he would listen to what I have to say. Yeah, but you still never do that. Well, I'm standing there in front of him, and he starts shouting at me. I freeze up and end up not saying a word. Yeah, that's called fear. Like, this guy is like terrorizing you. I'm just such a pitiful woman, everything about me. When I need to speak up most, to stand up for myself, I cannot. Oh, don't look so down. It's not a bad thing, it's just got you in a little bit of pickle right now. But I will clear everything up with him, you hear me? In my mind, your modesty is a virtue. The more I think about it, I can't even imagine you screaming. I like you better the way you are, reserved and ladylike. You can leave all the yelling to me. I will do whatever I can to help you, madame. Were we able to clear up his confusion about the night when we were dancing? Oh, about that. Yeah, I'm curious as well. He probably said like, yeah, shut up, like you were part of it, like, and stuff. Like, I can already imagine his answer, or she never actually went there. I would think that she actually went to talk to him, but this guy is just like total like. So he just wouldn't hear it. Yep, exactly. Oh my god, why? I see. But I'm not throwing in the towel. I will keep trying as long as it takes. So, say Maria, could I perhaps ask another favor? Huh? Yeah, sure, let me have it. I would like to write him a letter. Oh, letters through the windows? Letters through the door? Through the cell? Huh. Interesting. A letter to someone who lives in the same house. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to write a letter, especially when she cannot like scream. She can like take out her frustration in the letter, I guess. Yes. As things stand, I cannot simply go visit him on a whim. And I feel as though I could calmly express on paper things I'm unable to say to him face to face. I suspect I might have more luck that way, yeah. I also believe he would more likely to maintain his composure reading my thoughts in a letter than hearing them from my mouth. Yeah, he's going to probably just like take the letter, not open it, and just like tear it down. I swear this is what's going to happen. I already know how Jacopo mind works. Like, this guy is like, letter? Why? Like, can she like speak to me? And he's just like going to throw it away and like, yeah, she cannot even like talk to me. Like, this guy is such an asshole. With it, I can clear up the confusion and things can go back to the way they were. A letter, interesting. I'll write the letter which I would like to deliver him. You to deliver to him. I ask you for that. Absolutely, no problem. Thank you, Maria. You're the only person I can count on, and I mean that. Yeah, he's not going to read this. He's going to just like throw it like to the trash. This guy is just terrible. Why? How does this happen? Why would she betray me? Yeah. I cannot comment on him anymore, I swear. I want to give her a decently happy life. Yeah, bullshit. Maybe you wanted like at some point, but what are you doing now is like clearly not the case. I didn't want to get violent with her. Sure, then why not talk to her instead of like throwing her into prison instantly? Yeah, when I saw her face, when I heard what she had to say, I couldn't restrain myself. I guess what it comes down to is that no matter how you dress it up, I'm still Berzati. There was never any way for this bloodline to give that girl happiness. Okay. Damn it. Why I'm fretting over this nonsense? I'm supposed... I'm supposed to be the future head? Ha. Okay, remembering the good times. An illusion. They're dancing, they really are. They look like they're having a wonderful time. And you're still in this illusion, it's not something else? To me, it does not seem to be. I cannot see it as anything but two tiny people dancing. That's how it works. Reach out your hand and try to grab them. You won't be able to. You're right. That's a shame. I didn't think you actually would. Now I see, I think, like, what's the meaning of the scene. This is like analogy what's happening right now with them. Like, she having an illusion of beautiful life having with him and everything. Like, she's trying to grasp it, but she cannot because this is just an illusion. And he just cannot believe that she actually is like trying to do this, even though he's behaving as he is. I think like this is like analogy to their life, basically. This is the most precious thing. Look as though they're dancing out of my palm. It's almost frightening how much innocence rests with these hands. It's as if they've been completely cut off from the world's filth. My hands, however, are soaked in blood. Okay. So you killed a lot of people, huh? Apparently, it seems. I feel bringing her into my world may taint her. Am I capable of protecting this human purity? Is this your idea of protecting her? Just like pushing her away? Can't you just like, I don't know, like divorce and just like... I guess you cannot because she have the money, right? No, wait, she had the status. And he needs status. So they cannot just divorce. So his idea of protecting her from being like... Oh my god, Jacopo, you are making everything more complicated. I don't know if I hate you. Ah. So he's trying to protect her from the underground life, basically. From the bloodshed and everything. But in the process, he's hurting her more than he thinks. I just cannot... I don't know... I guess, like, I don't like how he's, like, behaving and how he's dealing with her. But I think I do like his character, like, in-game character development. I think I do like his character. He's complicated that it's not, like... It's not a simple matter. Because he's, like, from the gang, basically, right? He said that he had blood on his hands, so he killed people. He lives in the underground, in dark, and he's like afraid of like pulling this innocent girl, his current wife, white-haired girl, into the same place as he is, because he realized how dark this place is, and he don't want her to go there. But in the process, he's just pushing her away and it's hurting her. It's like... Yet as I watched her, so joyously playing, I felt as though I had gotten close to her. I was the one being a child that day. Jacopo, it's me, Maria. It's alright if I come in? Oh, Maria. That's fine, come in. Alrighty. Okay. The soundtrack is awesome though. Still. Color me surprised. I didn't think you would let me in. Have I ever denied you access to my room? Nope. But you've been looking pretty glum lately. I've never exactly been a chairman. Yeah, true enough. I know you told me before not to talk about your wife, but I'm going to stick my nose where it doesn't belong today. There's been a lot of chatter among the maids lately about you getting rough with her. I mean, you've got the poor thing locked up in the shed outside. You're not leaving the best impression on anyone. You're here to box my ears. I don't know. 50-50? But Maria is so good. The other half is, I'm concerned about you. I know you're not the kind of man to threaten someone without a good reason. You are not. I thought you were friends with her. I am. And it hurts seeing her in so much pain. And why has that not changed the way you act around me? I would think you'd be scorning me with the rest of the maids. I see how it is. You don't trust me. And we've known each other for so long. This isn't a question of whose side I'm on. You're in pain too, I can see that. Yeah, we just kinda learned that as well. Like in this episode, right? Like he said, so we discovered basically in this episode that he's trying to protect her basically by his own with his own meanings. But the way he's doing this is like fucking terrible. But also, what else he can do, to be honest? Like if he's like from that kind of society, then how can you relatively and effectively protect someone who you care about? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how I would react, to be honest. Because just being like on a good terms with her and everything, that will like pull her into the business, right? Sooner or later. I mean, you can probably like play nice around her and keep her in dark. So lie about everything and stuff, but that wouldn't change anything, to be honest. I think like at some point she would learn about stuff. And he'll be like pulled in. I don't know. Jacopo is complicated now. They're always building things up, keep them hidden. You are too proud to rely on others. But you should probably vent to someone before it reaches the point where you no longer can. Say, Jacopo, do you remember the promise we made a while back? How far back? Back when you were still shorter than me. Oh, wow! Wow, that's a long time. You were 14 and I was 12. I had to leave town and you came to see me off. They're like early days close friends, it seems. Wow. I didn't expect that. Quite frankly, I didn't think you'd come. I was surprised even if I didn't show it. Oh, we're going to have an actual backstory for them? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Jacopo? Where's your dad? Oh, are you here alone? He didn't even tell me. Ah. There's no reason you have to leave town. My old man says the Campaneros have more power. I should be the one leaving. It's not that simple. Grown-ups have a lot to consider. So don't give me that look, Jacopo. So Maria knows about the environment that the Jacopo family is in, basically. She knows that he's one of the members of the gang, basically. Right? it seems. So she knows the truth about Jacopo since her early days. Maybe she's actually one of them as well. Who knows? Maybe she is family actually. Because we didn't have like last names about outside of Jacopo, right? Like Sarati, right? So maybe, who knows? We're kids, but we both kind of started to catch on to the situation with our families and to the bonds that Leonard held on us. Okay, they're not one family, never mind. Although we didn't know any details at the time, my grandpa owned all the land in the city was built on, but he was a very conservative man. He didn't try to spread his influence, instead opting to fortify what he already had. I don't know exactly when it first started, but organization were used to administrate cities. Okay, whose perspective is this? Grandpa? Is it Jacopo or is it Maria? Because if this is Maria, that means Maria is from the different family that have power as well, like from the Capos basically. And Jacopo is from the other family that was like on the losing side because he had to leave, right? The organization were used to, yeah. And when we were kids, my dad was the Capofamiglia, and my grandpa was consigliere. Oh my god, these words. But just because he was an advisor didn't mean he was powerless. While my dad made the decisions, my grandpa was the only one allowed to fight him on them. Your father was a capo de Sina that served under my father. He wasn't especially happy about that. Okay, so they were from the different families of gang, basically. So Maria is also from the underground. But parents quarreling doesn't affect their kids, or at least that's what I thought at the time, and what you probably thought too. But there was still a chance we could get caught in the crossfire, so my dad decided to send me and my mom away. Off the island into the north were some prosperous areas. 1 second. There's no reason you have to leave the town. Okay, so this is Maria's perspective, because she's going to leave. Yeah, okay. So Maria family is below Jacopo family, and they serve them basically. That's why she's a maid, I guess, right now. As well. Huh. Okay. Of the island to the north, were some more prosperous areas. He thought that by sending us there, we could live our lives clean, regardless of where we came from. There's no changing what's in our blood, though. You could have told me too. Or you were planning on leaving without saying anything? No, it was just all decided so quickly. Why do you sound so accepting? You bet they do. Adults have a lot to consider. You bet they do. But you could at least let them know you're opposed to it, Maria. But no, your tail went straight between your legs as soon as they were told. You just gave up and accepted it straight away. I thought you were better than that. You think? You think I don't know? But I will be in my dead way if I stay. I'm a kid, a girl. I wouldn't be any help if something happened. And I don't want to need someone to protect me. I've never once thought of you as a girl. Hey, now that's mean. Yeah. Oh jeez, thanks Jacopo. Now you're getting me all mushy too. If anyone should be sad here, it's me. Not sad. Oh really? You sure you're not actually torn that I won't be around anymore? You're a huge crybaby after all, Jacopino. Great. Hey, when have I ever cried? And don't call me that. I made you mad. Short fuses over, I see. You've got to learn to keep your head. You're a man and heir to the Berzatti family. don't you lecture me. Big-headed. You could at least listen to me at once, this once, before I'm gone. Hey, Maria. Got a little time to spare? Sure, but not much. The carriage is gonna leave here soon. Do you have enough for a trip to the hill and back? Yeah, I should have time for that. Okay. So Jacopo actually loved Maria back in the day, I guess. Because of our families, we weren't really able to get along with the other kids in the city, so we played a lot up at the top of that hill. It became kind of like our secret lair. There was an abandoned house up there, I guess an old farmhouse or something, and kids loved that sort of thing, you know. We called it Casa Nostra, our home, and we pretended it was actually ours. We drew circles on the wall in chalk and used it for the target practice. We brought up a bale of straw and used it to make makeshift beds. When either of us got into fights with our parents, we would stay the night here instead of home. In retrospect, I'm sure they knew where we were going and just let us do our thing. Oh yeah, there's one time we were playing and a huge storm rolled in, trapping us up there. The wind wasn't just howling, it was screaming bloody murder. It was blowing so hard I thought the house might fly away. As I recall, we were crying that night. Hey Nero, you here to see me off too? There you go, wagging your tail with that dumb look on your face. You have no idea what's going on, do you? It wasn't just the two of us. We had made home. Made Costa Nostra our home base, though. There was one more, a stray black dog. I'm pretty sure it didn't have actually black fur, though. It was just really dirty. Could be. Sure, why not? Of course he doesn't. He's a stupid animal. Even in the back in the days, Jacopo been an asshole. Oh, don't talk about him like that. He's one of us. What are you planning to do about Nero? Just leave him behind? Nothing else I can do. And bring a dog in the carriage. Besides, you're here, so it'll be fine. You take care of Nero, alright? He doesn't like me. You're the only one who can take care of him. And you don't like him as well, probably. Maybe so, but I'm not coming back. He will starve to death if you don't figure something out. It's a bunny round. I doubt he could win in the fight for scraps. Come on, do it for me. You said you won't be coming back. Did you mean that? You're absolutely never returning to the city? This town. There's no telling what may or may not happen, so it's best not to get your hopes up. Better than that, the pain of getting let down. Well, I've turned to quite a cynic, huh? Yeah, if we would only have this kind of mindset in Umineko, that game would be way shorter. Maybe if I would be born into the more normal family, I would be in my room in a pile of dolls right now, my head in the clouds. I can't imagine you doing that, nor do I think it's normal. Yeah, well said. Hey, stop that, Nero. Quit licking me. It tickles. Maria? Huh? What is it? Come back. I don't care if you don't know where it will be. Just don't say you will never return. No one knows how things are gonna end up. Maybe my old man will gain more power, or maybe yours will. If things continue as they were, I'll be your old man. It will be your old man. Then, down the line, I will work in service of Campanella family. Okay? And that's just fine by me. But even if that's not the future that lies ahead, I promise I will make a place for you. So he made her maid, basically. Okay. Jacopo cares more about Maria than for like. Actually, no, I cannot say that he cares more about Maria than white-haired girl because he tries to protect the white-haired girl from this environment because he remembers. Jacopo remember how the struggles between families works here because of what happened with Maria. So he want to avoid this with white-haired girl. I think that's why he's behaving like that. Huh. So Maria, question: do you have a crush on me? Pretty much. It seems like it. What? Kidding, I'm kidding. No need for conniption fit. I was just playing around. Here I am trying to have serious conversation. Then you listen to me. I don't have enough of those, you know, those kind of things for you. I consider you just lifelong friends and my one and only friend. That's why I came to see you off, and that's why I'm telling you this now. Yeah, sure. Whenever you're a girl or boy is irrelevant. Friendships last much longer than something so fanciful as romance. Am I wrong? Yeah. Don't laugh, damn it, it's humiliating. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing because I agree entirely. Wow. Wow, okay, did not expected that. Yeah, we've always been on the same page, Jacopo. Maybe we did fight a lot, but there wasn't one we didn't get through. No one else understood how lonely it was, wearing a mask for all the other kids, trying to fit in their happy little circle. We couldn't afford to be found after all. Neither of us had any real allies. Except for each other, of course. Nope. I'm glad I got the chance to play with you. If you hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have bothered caring for Nero either. It was too funny. Watching him chase you around. You're a sick girl, Maria. So hey, Jacopo, this place will still be Casa Nostra now? Even after I leave, right? You won't do anything to it, will you? Of course not, this is our home. That was always the plan. Right. Thanks. Do you know? You're being all nice. It's kinda creepy, Jacopo. It's not gonna start snowing, is it? How rude. Okay. Well, if you're going to be like that, I'm not sure if I want to give it to you. Huh? Huh? Give what? A present? You should have said it sooner. Gimme, gimme. But it's so cool. I love it. You don't have a shred of tact, do you? What's the matter? Come on, what do you bring? Let me have it, soldier. Yeah, Maria. Considering this a temporary parting gift. You've been wanting one of these for a while. Huh? Oh, is that a cartridge? Okay. From a cold navy? No way, did you swipe it? I'll probably catch hell for it too. Wow, this is amazing. I always wanted to get my hands on the real thing. This is from the one hanging up in your house, isn't it? The one your dad was bragging about. They just started selling them this year, and it's ridiculously hard to get your hands on one, so I hear. Man, guns from the new world or something else, alright? Just imagining the moment the hammer comes crashing down on the back of this sends chill down my spine. Okay, so they're both familiar with guns actually, and pretty knowledgeable as well. Are you sure you're going crazy over a bullet cartridge? Yeah. What's a big deal? I like what I like. You'll get trouble if you don't put this back though, won't you? Don't worry, I will return it when you return. And I won't tell anyone I gave it to you. Okay. Well, I guess I will take you up on that then. Thank you, Jacopo. It will be my treasure. It goes without saying, but don't you lose it. I'm giving it to you as a symbol of our friendship. No matter how far apart we may be, or how much time may pass, or how things play out with our families, we'll always be friends. That cartridge symbolized that promise. That's the promise, Jacopo. Our families may outwardly hate each other, but I will always be your friend, always be on your side. And don't ever go back on those words. I swear upon this glorious cartridge, this historic land, and the names of my ancestors, I shall not make myself a liar. I trust you, Maria. We'll meet again. It may be many years from now, but that won't change a thing. Our friendship will never fade. So that's the promise. More reason to listen to her, huh? Ha ha ha. Did she just corner Jacopo? Yeah, we were adorable back then. Yeah, you were, and I think like I will end the episode here actually. That was a very cool backstory. So in this episode we actually learned that Jacopo have like actually a good side of him. I guess I don't know, like can we say like this episode is like his like kind of maybe redemption episode? Kind of. I mean, he's still an asshole in general, but he's like an asshole for a reason, I would say. Like he don't want, like, I don't know, like I don't like the idea that he did not even like speak with her about like about the environment that he's like in, if she accept this environment or not. Basically, he's just like hiding from it from her. But she knows to some degree, right? Because she got married into this. So she know that he needed the status. Also, if he needed the status, that means his family was actually losing to the Caponella family that Maria was from. Because he needed status. And the status came from the white-haired girl. And that's why his family got above Maria family. And that's when he probably brought her back as a maid. Because he had the power to actually command. I wonder if that's how it happened. Anyway, that will be it for today's episode. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this backstory, about Jacopo after this episode in general? Do you think like you see him in kind of different light now? Or you still hate him? I still like don't like him, but I kind of see why he's like that. I think like he's a good character. I think like he's a very well written character. But I don't know if like he's complicated, but maybe that's why I like his character. Anyway, thank you everyone for being with me. So leave up a like if you like the episode, subscribe if you're not subscribed, check my Discord if you're not on Discord, and you can also become a member if you would like to support me, and also maybe see the episodes also earlier. So thank you everyone for being with me, for watching the episode, and I will see you all in the next one. So for the Pocket Watch, let's go out.